This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice. Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Gewaltsund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object. Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice cream maker.
A scoop of ice cream would have been nice, yes.
You gently lift the cube.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen killed as soon as...
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? Tiles on the cube. The speaker comes to...
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Thank you. Please repeat. Good. Please. Good. I've unlocked the production.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldered. The filament slides out of its glowing nest. Like a smooth draw, nothing happens. The speaker comes...
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is good. Please. Good. I've...
Really? She just used...
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule. In its short time of existence, the first tranche of seed financing brought in 100. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 real. Yo. These guys knew how to party. Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor. Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement. But on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an inhumane rate, a rate that could only be... The production schedule depicts their glorious... It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the They tried to make a 4 million real game. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure... They couldn't. No, you couldn't have. Definitely not. Not a chance. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never... That is, until they discovered the valley. At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jim Spawn, Sulisław Jalisa, decided that what Whirl Untethered needed was a secret mystical location. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member. And so many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined. Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here. The lieutenant taps his foot, impatient. He's dying for a cigarette. What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never... And that's it. Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss. On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front. Just when the project was written, the team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider. But despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss. Always read the term. Mysteriously enough, it seems that the offsite copy happened to be on. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the offsite. S. Lukanen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The offsite copy was on-site because there was no offsite anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. That's not what her colleagues thought. The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime 4 months later by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under too. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out Sandbrun 1147. That's what the tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The filament slides out of like a smooth drawer. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the speaker comes to life.
Good afternoon. First, please repeat. Is this good? No, that's not.
What does she mean? That's not it. What's the password then?
I am contractually.
I'm afraid we are not doing that.
Now, can you please receive Fortress Accident? Thank you, and good.
Tiles on the cube are the filament slides out of it.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
It's for no one. it's a prop. I'm not... A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke. Okay, yes, it's for some clients. Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've... This...
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles. The stage is all set up. You feel a...
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. Hands, where do you... Does someone feel like throwing up? There are some people out there, but most... Yes, you could always do it in the evening. It will be less scary with a lot of people.
I can see that.
The air is thick. The tape clicks into the carousel, and then the music starts. God, a lump's in your throat suddenly.
I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Sanson, though it once was larger. How the real may rest there, down through the mist there, towards the Seven Sisters, towards those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there in the tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now you're all alone. None of this matters. At all.
Did you hear that? The most pathetic applause in the world, made of pity, no matter the time of day or how small the audience. You hear, or think you...
I'm gonna unplug the mic now, okay?
A voice, someone walks out of the room, by the front door. Some woman. Is it because of you?
That's it. I'm unplugging it.
That's it.
Let's go, officer. These people wouldn't know a good performance if it beat them in the... Detective Dubois. It was...
I'm... Aces high. For the rest of the world, the aces high is just a cool Revachol thing. Politically neutral. In Revachol, it still holds revolutionary connotations. Also, have you looked at Lieutenant Kitsuragi's...
Again?
He might be wearing a disguise.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
Yes? What, okay?
What? No.
Jean, he's not right. Treat him like you treat McCoy's little brother.
Yes, and I'm wondering why.
Yes? Did you want something from me? I don't...
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? No.
I'm just looking out.
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses.
Yes. A policewoman.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you. The energy.
What precinct?
Am I from?
Fucking deranged lunatic. God damn it, you leave her alone.
Can I actually help you with...
Yes, of course. Preposterous.
Can I help you? What is this thing? Cool, okay. I was really hoping not to think about the cock carousel any longer, because I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess?
This was mostly about the fucking cardio. Massive cardio here.
I feel good about our work here today. It's...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How... Right.
10-4, come in. 10-4, sir. Glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one.
Feels good to get that off your chest, right?
10-4, sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative. 10-4. Orders as your orders. Anything else? Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second. Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello. Oh, great. What else do you need, Detective? Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. Clogging it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective? No, absolutely not.
That came so fast, you can't but baseball, ring-a-bell quiz shows, catching keys in the air, petting an angry cat.
No, not me. Okay. You mean, why did I leave the bar? You know whom. Maybe, I don't know.
You hear the call.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? It will take just a...
Her voice.
Gottlieb, what is it now? Look, pal, getting pumped and dumped is... You must have me confused.
One needs 10. You hear someone whine in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Yes. Yes? No. That's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization.
In his defense, it was...
Okay, but still. Thanks. Looks like it's the one. Now, I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it. I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that. Sona doesn't reply. Her hands running.
Here. I found it! Hold on. Just give me a second.
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done! I've got it! I found the location of the anomaly! I found the coordinates!
Great job.
Thank you!
Time for a
There. In the swallow. Think you can help me again? I need you to go move those water bolts for me.
You like moving things around.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bolt 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bolt 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick. Thanks.
Aces high. For the rest of the world. It's awfully silent again. Measurements have been marked down around the bowl. Oh boy, this is going to be good. It moves like a ghost without some water spills out of the lead programmer. It's time to run back, or maybe walk.
Yes, what is it? Great. Everything should be aligned now. Yeah. Nothing. Now, if we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes. Honestly, I don't know. That's what I mean, what sound does the nothing make? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is... I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe I'm just tired. Yeah, you're right.
The lieutenant and then nothing happens. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the She doesn't answer.
Damn it. No, of course not.
Despite her fear.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. But this is just another. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up. Yes, what is it?
All you hear is your own breathing, heavy and hoarse from all the night. But there's something. There has to be. When was the last time?
Well, did you hear anything? Yeah.
The lieutenant, look, maybe the speed freaks can help you with this.
Yes, what is it?
Still nothing. Sona isn't even looking at you this time.
Yes, what is it?
All you hear is your own breathing. Heavy and hoarse, but there's something else. There has to be. When was the last time
Well? Did you hear anything? Yeah.
The lieutenant, look, maybe the speed freaks can help you with.
Yes, what is it?
Still nothing. Sona isn't even looking at you this.
Yes, what is it?
All you hear is your own breathing. Heavy and hoarse, but there's something there. When was the last time?
Well? Did you hear anything? Yeah. No.
The lieutenant looks down. Maybe the speed freaks can help you.
Yes, what is it?
Still nothing. Sona isn't even looking at you.
Yes, what is it?
All you hear is your own breathing. Heavy and hoarse from all, but there's something there. When was the last?
Well? Did you hear anything? Yeah.
The lieutenant, maybe the speed freaks can help you.
Yes, what is it?
Still nothing. Sona isn't even looking at you this time.
Yes, what is it?
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into it, and then the pressure changes. It feels like flying on an aerostatic. Or what if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the wall.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this.
No. What they really should do is shut down... You mean the speed freaks? Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic... I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence. Sure. Let me know how it goes.
Hi again. So, yes? What's the deal? We are grateful, Copman. You're a true ally and the augury of a new era of Anodic dance music. That's fine. We can manage. We appreciate it. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into... barely holding it up. It could fall over any... The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk. Someone has left an unidentifiable. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and...
Please tell me you're not... It's a guano-encrusted jacket.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes it's a sordid, filthy tale. Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. It occurs to you that you're not even... It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands. Why? Why did you think about it? Look... What? No. Then it'll just be on you. As you hold it in your hands, there is no why. As you hold it in your hands, it's probably better that way.
And Mikhail noticed the windows. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Khan Hailostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
He's just making up.
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the... No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the office. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building. What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And...
Hold on. What's R&D? It looks old and weathered.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Felt had an ace up their sleeve. It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very big... An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He assumes something like a...
Indeed.
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly, all of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D. They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the... It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver verm on the cover of the book. Already forget...
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very... 10 years ago, I did a little... freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wumpty Dom...
Wait, did he just say he did it? He said, Wumpty Dumpty Dom said, this is all ninsy-pinsy garbage for sissy people.
Yes, tape computers and Feld Electrical. Actually, no one knows. 10 years ago, I did a little...
Wait, did he just... He did it. He said, this is all
The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why... In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in... But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze it. Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me. Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Feld Playback Experience. Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed.
A pleasure wheel?
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center. Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to... But of course, what else? I do have some money, yes, but that's not...
He's not gonna give you money. What are you doing? Clearly you were just profiling.
Oh no, I don't have it on me, office. I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around.
Not that he would have to worry about being robbed. He looks surprisingly buff. Does he?
I do have some money.
He's not gonna give you money.
Of course, Detective. I wouldn't have assumed anything else. Matter of fact, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the Vespertine Department of Justice. If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and...
Forget it. They don't sell those kind of books at crime, romance, and bio...
I do some Lomantang stick fighting now and then. It's an anthropological heritage of the Lomantang people. A martial art of sorts, but what not a lot of books mention is that it also carries, interestingly enough, brings us to the socio-economic structure. But anyway, I'm boring you with details again. Lomantang stick fighting is a little like pyrrolidin...
Wait, what does this man know about pyrrolidon addiction?
Dad's fighting with sticks every night after dinner for 4 hours.
That's right, Mikhail. It also has a meditative quality. Helps to clear my head. But anyway, no thanks to you.
You see, a once bright mural. A slogan used to intertwine.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of...
No. I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's well enough, actually. It's odd how that works.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine ecstatic vibrations? Totally trans... Now, the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective?
I don't.
Good. We have too many opinions
I wouldn't.
An underground place with no...
We're not going with anything.
Why not?
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas...
You have? Well, what's the name? What does that mean?
Of course, he had to smuggle in Furies.
It's too long.
No! Egg's right. They can call it No Truce if it's too long. At least it stands out from the others.
And yet mysterious.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to No Truce with the Furies.
Andre breaks into frenzy.
I'm dancing! Yes, my man!
Talk? What is there to talk about? Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better.
It's to express...
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure, with the fused together spikes. But it looks like...
Or because I'm balding, yes. I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think. Not 20. Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway, goodbye, officer.
Yes, what is it?
What? What? I can't hear you! The project! There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio. He doesn't listen to me! He only ever... Thanks! Let me know how it goes!
Back to the heavyweight hardcore! It's hardcore! Skibberdees.
Your cop training.
You've got a thin cop between you and me. I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little sick.
Yes, you really came through.
Andre is busy. A cell. You, the one with the large head, is blasting the dance track. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Okay.
I don't believe you actually think you did it for all mankind.
It's a miracle of carpentry. Their bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more. That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it, alone on an uninhabited archipelago. I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own. A cop who's into building critique. Okay then. This is folk DeLoreanism. Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. Like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white, a false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical. Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Right. Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside.
Slowly, peeled by the wind, your skin crawls.
Dead bodies of perennial plants. I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, Cop Man? After a short while, they had sensed that she could no longer see them, and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was. End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it. A Sarais man who lived a long time ago. An ancient, hard, a 3,000-year-old tyrannical regime of history, built and maintained by hundreds of generations of self-appointed intellectuals. It's false core. I only said unity. One word. Andre doesn't care about the Ecclesiastes. He just wants the operation to run smoothly. And Egg is a demi-beast. You shouldn't listen to what anodic dance music.
You know what this kind of stuff goes well with.
I don't. Fucker giving me the evil eye. I didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't.
Mellow, man, mellow! Mass murder on the floor!
The world spirit does not have a body. This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpet. No one says Arno van Eyck is a mass murderer. The anodic pioneer Rietveld is not a likewise. No one says Jermaine Egghead or Andre are mass murderers. You can live entirely outside that suspicion. Billions of people got. She invented the beauty you're feeling. Seeing her glass cut, then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That so-called beauty of hers. In the true life of tomorrow, every woman will be an innocence. They will wear neon headbands and leggings, and they will glow in the dark.
Oh my living God, it's there. Suddenly you feel like you need to plummet into it. Look away. Say something.
Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass-produce billions of humans. Billions of humans. She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory against a long-dead opponent. But, yo, I'm only annoyed. What do I know? I like this question, Cop Man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that. Yes. There is. She is a
No, that's not it. It's something more. Something closer to your skin. The Speed Freak's eyes. No.
It's not coming down. People are gonna love it. It'll be like our thing.
Okay. The mass murderer? Why? Okay. Hard to say, Cop Man. I did get to talk to... Anyway, dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us. Talking to him, I realised that the man picks up on stuff. Good thing you didn't squash him. The Crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, not like a literal encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the East. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church. I don't know. And it's not something they properly It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by outside. Dust particles fall through the darkness.
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance. No. It's pretty fucking unsound if you... Anodic music will definitely contain... And if it can't, well... Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages, and that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you can figure things out, Cop Man. I think we got on a good level here. Dead body, spirit, sure. Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our science. It's short for paranoid. It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound. I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment. The pig-wheat parent. I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's to...
It's only our shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain. Ourselves. Yes, having food is means to an end, but the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry. Mental illness is a term the powers use to homogenise people. I think I don't reach mental illness. It's only our shit. We should make better use of nothing. Animals are cool, guys. I like animals too.
His eyes flicker.
But life is true if it's free from fear, an eternal division among oneself. And others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collect.
Just like that. The speed freak is...
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true art, utmost dedication. Thoughts from the spinal. Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore.
Hardcore!
Maybe you're being too specific about it. Oh yeah, sure thing. They're hardcore. You know what I think? I think man, woman, and they're just clothes. It's just a style, you know, normal hard style. Anyone can...
Aggressive, monotonous, but also somehow sacral, primitive. She's whistling a melody.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool, but that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead. Yeah, so thanks for getting me and my friends in. Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on Sorna, the programmer. She's doing whatever she does. Behind... Sure. You helped us out. I can read... Ah, she's a bit odd. But earlier today she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the... I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. Who knows? He doesn't really answer our question. Who do you want to know about? Andre. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. Thought like nothing. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know. Yes. Who do you want to know about? He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forburg. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle. What do you mean, do? Like, for a living? He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that. In a shop somewhere. Not to sound too dramatic, but I wouldn't make light of his belief system when he's around. Noid's a serious person. He's serious about the lifestyle. It's just something poor Forburg kids do every spring. To pass the time. We walk the entire length of Boogie. I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering. No? Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of... Yeah. Who do you want to know about? What do you mean? Oh, that. Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me. Yes, forever. Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? He basically just stands on the stage and dances.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you... Anyway.
Actually, one time we were out partying somewhere in back. Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Egg came with us. He made this It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. People were sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go
Who do you want to know about? Me? Again? I told you.
There's that phrase again.
It means I don't answer questions about myself. Thank you. Sure.
The silver bird has already flown away. I will catch it later. The device feels light. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath.
We're close. True. Hard. Full. Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All core. All right.
He furrows his brow as...
Hardcore. Ah! Is it though? One mind. One... We're close. True. Hard. Full. Hardcore. Hardcore to internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yakokata. The place to be. Yakokata is... We're close. True. Hard. Full. Hardcore to internally... All core.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore. Is it though? What is it? I mean, really. I am the mic enforcer. We're close. True. Hardcore. Internally. All core. All right.
He furrows his...
Hardcore. Ah! The question is, what is the question? But there was a question. We're close. True. Hard. Full. Hardcore. Internally coherent. All core. All...
He furrows his...
The question is, what is the question? But there was no question. We're close. True. Hard. Full. Core. It's hardcore. Skibbity.
Your cop training did not prepare.
We're close. True, hard cortism, internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3, Yeko Kata. It's the message, so listen and... We're close. True, hardcore, internally coherent. All core, all right.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore.
Is it though? But is it? I mean, really? No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
The skin on your back, there is a hawthorn tree. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even...
To the mega! Yeah! I can root it... Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it. Hang on. This is a 4.5.
Whoa, thank God.
Great! Someone got through to him!
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going... The Arno will be back! But we're doing something else for one moment! Yeah! The first page of the set! There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? Isn't something holding it back? It's like its own...
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
It is, but how could it become harder core? I know the answer in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not... What?
As your mind works, the beat recedes from you. The abstract shapes swelling in the hardcore.
Oh yeah!
The abstract shapes, the hardcore.
I know!
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Uh-huh. Oh. No! This is the... Yeah! Lungs are for love! Love!
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp. You know it in your lungs.
What? Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from? I'm sorry, I don't know anything about anodic music. I'm just a party boy.
The young man falls.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with... Yeah, maybe...
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches.
Oh, I know!
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you...
I knew that!
And the mosaics. But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now.
Does it?
Anyway...
Copman! All right!
Yes, what is it?
Okay, but think you can ask him to try...
Maximum! Maximum is the...
I know it is.
Pump it to the brick!
Glue style? Okay.
See? He pumps it to the Heart Master. It's hopeless. Of course it is.
Yeah!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air.
Born ready. Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Not so stoically. There's tightness in your chest. Anxiety.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
No wind outside. No waves. No floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world, It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass.
Guys, what's going on? It's getting louder.
In the basins.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
He's peaking. The worst high he's ever been on.
The beauty and the beast!
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye, the loop.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Cracks appear on the stained.
Come down to earth!
Below it, all the base grows. Like the jaws of a giant compressor, nor a great pulse arises.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Beautiful car!
Shit! It doesn't stop.
Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor.
Fuck! I can't.
This is it. A great roar. The vault, but then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact.
4 years. 22 people.
Yeah, but did you record it?
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered. It was mathematical information from the anomaly. I have no idea.
A voice seems muffled in the silence.
It was very hard not to. I think you...
I promise, officer. Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of... They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet soon.
I want you to know that's...
I don't care. But now, I have a theory to come.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilize...
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive. All you hear is silence in your head. Bringing of the law jaw. Okay, so we now know why you have law jaw, why you say the law in a weird manner, and why your jaw does that thing. You had polio as a child. You hadn't gotten vaccinated. It must have been right after the revolution. Not a lot of vaccine going around then. So you got infantile paralysis due to polio, and this jaw thing is a complication from that. Admittedly, it's not very funny, but you overcame it. This little infant survived and became a sharp-shooting super cop.
Yes, what is it?
Vibrations thump a hawthorn tree on rude. He stands on stage. The other real deck is empty. Cables wrap.
Yeah! It's too hardcore, in fact. It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left.
Inside your chest, the heart beats.
Yeah! Oh! I don't know. Maybe some... Yeah! Tape! Yeah! Spin the tape until the space escape! Yeah! Yeah! Good morning! Yeah! Tape! Yeah! Alright! No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Righteous! No! No, can't do! This... Yeah! Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your eyes and drink.
But just imagine them.
Puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of...
Goodbye, officer. Yo, man.
What's on your mind?
Aggressive, monotonous, but also somehow sacred, primitive, yet futuristic.
Welcome back.
He tries not to look at you.
No, you don't. It's not happening. The whirling doesn't need more. It's for the... It's for no one. It's a prop. Okay, yes, it's for some clients. Ha! Well,
The man in the vest. This is the look of a man. I'm having it uninstalled. The stage is all... You've...
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke
The stage is all...
So, are you ready for your thing now?
The air is... Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go.
I would often go there, to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Saint-San, though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there, down through the mist there, toward the Seven Sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there, in that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hand shake as awareness of your body returns to you. He's incapable of blushing.
Good, good. Are we ready?
Last words?
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right? Cool. Now, what can I do for you? Another thing. Great. Yes. Another thing. Great. Yes.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why? What are we going to do?
You were specifically asked not to.
The Union isn't going to do. If anything, it is the RCM who do.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an...
I'll keep my armistice handy, detective.
The star and antlers was even today, half a century after, to symbolize. Also, some social democrats were already using it because white is the color of. You see noble aims, but also mountains upon mountains.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
And his shirt is
beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already... That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you.
He takes another drag.
Besides...
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
He's right. Only a man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club. Music blasting. Something flutters in...
We'll talk. Just not to take care, all right?
Different, of course. His shirt. His shirt.
He's trying to dive deep.
His shirt. No,
He's barely holding it together.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness. Yes? Yes?
You have acquired the hat.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. Superior, but he's not. His hands are clean and well-mannered.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. That's really all I can tell you about.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Easy, detective. No need to...
Because I did?
He's clearly not a man accustomed to being spoken to in that manner.
What's the meaning of this? Is your call?
There is no meaning, sir.
Back off. Now. This man has diplomatic immunity. It serves no good to accuse him of a crime.
Well, I can certainly understand that. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that's when I understood.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least
I couldn't tell you exactly.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look.
That's a giant you're describing. No, I went back inside.
Yes, back inside.
Were you able to see anything?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. All men, I presume.
But we are fairly certain.
It's possible, officer. But I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse.
It seems this was... I think we have everything we need.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist the RCA. The Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community. Yes, as I said before, I'm a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé. La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, it is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy, which is essential for...
Basically, it makes...
Précisément. Too much inflation. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. But not too far below, no. Too below is also... The Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the Coalition.
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work.
But of course. Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world?
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant of...
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM.
A very moralist...
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
Martinez? No. Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, but they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Of course, the detective's personal view.
My friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work. It's moving towards the right direction. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures... Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Clé's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Whatever you wish, officer. My friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. I'm just enjoying the view. We're old friends. I'm sure you'll see him around. Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. It was such a wild success. Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole. It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. A supranational political alliance. You mean Revachol? No, it's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS. No, candidate members do become members. Why do we? But we were talking about my friend here, not politics. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Indian Insula? Oil platform. Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Sorry, who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal info. He's deeply enmeshed in the study. He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. I'm all ears, officer. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well. Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful... Was there anything else? I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw.
He holds out his hand.
What do you mean?
It was just so strange. I was on the balcony when it happened. That's when I understood.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious.
I couldn't see their faces well. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive. I went back inside.
Yes, back inside.
Were you able to see anything from...
Officer, the yard was... Well, that's the Eventually, their shouts died down. You're right, of course. That is what one is... I'm afraid I don't have any...
About what time?
All I can say is that... My watch. Yes, now I remember. It was 30 minutes past midnight. No, I didn't see the call.
It seems this wasn't... I think we have every...
Of course. Anything I can do to assist the RCM. The coalition, the economy impacts the entire... Whatever you wish, officer. My friend. I'm all ears, officer. Of course. I'm sorry.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. You peer into the faded marks. Your chest feels tight looking at them.
You okay there? You were looking pale there for a second. What are you looking at? Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century. Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago. But no, these do not much.
Just an ordinary wound. Nothing. All around you, rain keeps falling down.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see. Very rugged. Good choice. Now, I love you did.
Fast, observant.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
Give me a moment.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure thing. Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their... They went their way. It was a
Wait, then it might be true.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying, even when they're really being truthful.
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just... They went their way.
Wait, then
maybe Claire really is...
People as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying, even when they're really being...
She didn't seem like a policeman. Or the truth be told.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the city's... In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
Sure, man. Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Son, just like promised. You've stood here for what seems like eons, guzzling the sickly fumes of lauren. With slow and deliberate motions, pulling, it curls up into a mess inside your pocket.
What's the tape for? How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it? You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop.
Good idea. He might have the tools. Patting the tree reveals a small sticker with "You tree-hugging pansy." The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Songe. The hawthorn tree, the pain, it is nothing. Revel in it. Absorb it. Yes, your pain.
Had enough assaulting my...
The gnarled hawthorn tree.
You mean re-spool it? Yeah, but I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. What? Huh? What? Yes. What about it? Is it any good? The music, I mean. Man, you're really invested in... Okay, I'll help you out.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can for true passion.
Yeah! Remix!
A hand on his ear.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself? Listen, I'm just going to... Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault!
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
Yes, but what if Van Eyck based his remix on some forgotten local melody? Like a folk song?
Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think he needs any inspiration from folk songs.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits!
What about the bass? Do you have... Yeah, I remember...
I think you might know the answer.
Oh! Don't be too hard on yourself.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
Bzz, 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 goes the track in the background, never ending. You scrape the moldy recesses of your brain for some technological sounding jargon.
Oscillator matrix? Where is that?
As you fiddle with...
Copman can ride the...
Whatever it is you did, it seems to have helped slightly. Maybe now you'll be able to. Here's an idea. Say what you said before, the exact same thing. Or wait, say something that's only...
Oscillator matrix? That...
As you fiddle with...
Copman can...
Whatever it is you did, it seems to have helped slightly. Maybe now you'll be able to make sense of it.
Yes.
Yo, man. What's on your...
Oh, hey, man. Goodbye, officer. Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you. Goodbye, officer.
Close your eyes.
But just imagine...
Puts a grin on your face just to think about it.
Goodbye, officer.
Good morning! Yeah! Good morning! Yeah! No nation, but transnate! Yeah!
Here's an idea. Say what you said.
The Fluxifier? Where is that? Top secret. You gotta bring us some big
Don't listen to him. He's making shit up. There's no top secret cop audio tech. There's other top secret.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your...
But just imagine...
Puts a grin on your face just to think about.
Goodbye, officer.
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car!
Here's an idea. Say what you...
Yeah!
It's hard to say for sure, but the digital throbbing seems...
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car!
Sidechain the beat. Listen, you can use the compressor to select between which track it's compressing. The compressor controls the gain based on the level.
Sidechaining it, you said?
Then he puts on his headphones and his eyes go wide.
Hey, what did you do to Egghead, Cop Man? Did you break him?
Are you ready, pussy?
Noid straightens his back.
I was born ready, Egg.
The audio assault is glorious. The speed freak dances on the stage.
This is beauty! This is life!
What in the world is going on?
Your body is taking a beating from the low frequencies crashing over you. It's making you feel...
God damn it. This dance club idea...
DeLorean Church! The place to be! Pump it! No nation, but trans nation! No war, but class war!
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey.
Yeah! With a rebel yell! Oh sure, I can do that!
Please don't turn him into a moralist.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Aye!
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things.
Yeah!
Unless you were thinking Revershow imperative right now. Anyway, I've had... That's fucked up, man. Lying like that. And a...
It's time to compromise! Incremental! I'm swiftly moving toward a solution which pleases nobody.
Yes, what is it? Yes, what is it?
All you hear is silence in your head.
Yes, what is it? Yes, what is it?
All you hear is silence in your head.
Matter of fact, I have a medical condition of my own. Of course. That's what I'm here for. More lessons in basic reality. My favorite part of the day. Go ahead. Glad to have been of assistance. You're back. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of...
What is all of...
What world?
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. There is a term of endearment they coined for it. In the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, the Elysium. Not in this case, no. That sounds more like something It isn't enough to call us animals. They're like you and I suppose. Living organisms. There are those who would call it a term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Oh, you want a picture of the world? Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways. We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but...
ORG. Occident River.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona. Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
A cold fear seeps into you.
You seem to be spooked. They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific, but this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out. You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the... It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very... See? Everyone finds something worth holding on.
The cold seeps into you. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is.
The Pale is not, technically. It is the opposite of reality. Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the... Isola is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7. Mundi, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde. An oceanic isola. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It's difficult to describe, or even measure. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. Oh, it is so difficult.
A squall of birds.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress it, but it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost. Or having our mind extensively. Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others, they call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology. It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible.
It's more for her. Way more.
No, Lieutenant Dubois. I'm entreprenetic business.
Someone else you've met may have been exposed as well. The strange grey-haired woman in her lorry.
Yes. Carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
You should ask the Pale driver about this. See what she says.
Up to my gills or...
An acidic smile on her lips. It's getting worse every year.
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there. An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor, marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. The most disco thing you will ever see.
You hear your pulse rise.
Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended. Once you've crossed... In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely, then they don't. The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter. What do you think, Detective? Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists. Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, I suggest you do. It doesn't look like you're doing the same. The suggestion was meant in earnest, Detective. The Pale outweighs reality. What do you think, Oh no, Detective. An intuitive conclusion of that development. Most people, and indeed, I suggest you do that. It doesn't look like you're doing the same. Yes, sweet. Is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything? Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Your ailing constitution, sweaty forehead, the beads there, and your heavy breathing.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then... I hope so. I truly do. If I may... You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time. Glad to have been of assistance.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The bed is still cold from the broken window. It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on the case.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark.
Recorded in you. For
On and on it goes.
behold, there are millions of them down there.
It's the world, Harry boy. And you can never forget this shit.
Beautiful. It's
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent.
reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are.
You'll go insane if you keep going.
For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
So beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry.
Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. Hey, Moneymouth. Eendrak, the impeccable hustler provider of the 7th generation. It's showtime with Savvy. Yeah, Swindlefather. Papa Penier. Look, that's right. It's time to stop muttering about your economic self-interest and actually do something about it. Yeah, I heard you back there. What the hell was that? Superstar talk? Good one, hustler. Gotta keep the dream alive. It's day 4. Listen, if you really want to make it in the big leagues, you need to become a millionaire. Now, how do you become a millionaire? Not unless you have thousands of them stuffed away in secret. Those guys, they're all financially illiterate. Only Savvy here knows how. You could force a coin inside you. Any hole will do. Of course you don't. You've never even been. But Savvy's got your back. Are you in? The spirit of ultra-liberalism. Your charm. Your attaboy. Welcome to the final. Let's start by getting you into the lucrative art market. 2. Diversify your assets and increase your ROI. Speaking of which, music is a pet project, not a viable business scheme. Once we've brought in the millions, you can be a tree log for all I care. But first, we've got to work on... You're right. She has the... Go and support her like the state never could. Everyone must know.
Yes, that was pretty good.
Whoa, how does she know your...
That was, horrible. Truly horrible.
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse, and
And I really liked it. Yes, I called you by your name. What about it? God, everybody knows your name. Please go finish your investigation. Yes, I called you. Honestly, I don't care. I don't think anyone does. Yes, I called you by your...
She doesn't reply, but her...
Again? I can't believe this shit.
It's not my style.
I'm going to say no. Just god fucking shit.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter.
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. Would you now? Or would I be cramping your style? Never mind, partner. Okay, how about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you... Let's be crazy. Let's say you... Would you now? Or would I...
I'm not your partner.
A little premonition for you, Lieutenant. Sooner or later, probably sooner, when that happens,
The lieutenant merely bows his...
Let's be crazy. No! Because in this thought experiment, we are police officers.
Come on, stop it.
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lung.
This isn't helping.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
Oh. Yes, what is it? Yes, what is it?
You don't have to. You already have. A long time ago. These thoughts formed in you somewhere. In a long-forgotten... And a woman, she was there too. Her hair smelled of shampoo.
What? But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
That comforts her.
Then, what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing. No.
Then the Pale is... But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the Pale is not. I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasis. According to this, how long... And information. Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you...
I also have a question, since we are piling them up. How do you know this?
Knows how to think this.
Of course! A pinewood sarcophagus. Or a containment facility of some kind. I have considered the same. The bad news is, most of them were burnt down during the revolution. Or...
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
You think the presence of that puncture has somehow influence the outcome of events here? Even say software development? I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them. You mean Plaisance and the Dice Maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up. Then go tell them.
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like...
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess.
She falls silent. The wind...
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest?
Ma'am, you will...
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space. Maybe, but...
Yeah!
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthropomedic detection to perform in this district.
The creepy woman! We were wondering about that. It must be anthroponetic crosstalk. The one you get in radios and long-distance calls.
Incredible. This would also explain why we get it on the police radio all the time.
It's quite common, actually. When the signal gets routed through Pale, all kinds of irregularities take place. You may hear snippets of someone else's conversation. Pale is a shroud of memories, and it doesn't really distinguish to whom those memories belong to. Anytime.
Basically, yes it is. Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
You close your eyes and dream of...
But just imagine the mood.
Puts a grin on your face just to think of...
Goodbye, officer.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying... You're 100% sure you got special Hobocop money for that tear? At least 100% extra tear money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's... The woman is still hunched over the railing.
Huh? What is it? And what is that?
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the bail. Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that. That is exactly what I didn't want you to think.
No offense, but your partner seems like a bit of an idiot. Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Segúreme, Paraíso. You're the opposite of me, then. The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except, I never had a father. And I never shot her innocent Dolores Day. Heroic doses, Harifea. Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catala Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's when you've seen it all go away like that. Rolling off like the sea. And then come back to this? What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor. Like looking into the ocean at night. You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined. Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking.
In the belly of an airship, behind the steel windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised. No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connect.
The wheels all small and round.
Yes. They say there is a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south. It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Jerife, not Pale drivers. Way beyond the established Pale and dark. And the process begins, erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning. I've only felt it in the distance, when I was a child. A child rowing on the lake. Who's the end?
There is nothing more to do.
You've fried both your brains enough. Let's get some air.
even by the standards of the Philippian kings. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution. And stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fable. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on not just any nose candy though. We're talking Royal Philippian blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay. Thrown, a group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit. People in Martinaise tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.